Hello and welcome back. This is Mr. Fusion Coder here, and I hope you can spot a difference in today's video. Yeah, you might have guessed it that I'm creating the video for the first ever time with my voice. Okay, so today we are going to see how do we work with arrays in JavaScript, not PHP, not a C++ video. It's a pure JavaScript video. So let's dive into it. Okay. So firstly, for the beginners, let me explain what are arrays. So basically, arrays are something which help us to store multiple values in one variable. For example, if you want to store multiple variables while you're working on a website you're creating or a game or anything which you're creating using JavaScript, so basically you need to store variables. Of course, many of you might have seen you need to use a lot of variables, and those who don't know arrays will use multiple variables, and those who know how to work with arrays, they will use arrays because arrays makes it easier without using so many variables, like typing them all the way down. For example, let me show you. If you have something languages, okay, a variable called languages, so we'll have var language1. Okay, we are gonna have equal to HTML. Okay, and then we're gonna have another var variable that is language2 is equal to C++, and then we're gonna have another variable. I'll just copy paste. Okay, so we have another called something like JavaScript. This is language 3. Okay, now language 2, remember. Okay, then we have another language 4, that is, let's add it, C++. Okay, so like this, if you have many variables, you'll be writing all the way down, 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 down. Okay, so instead of doing that, don't you think something which will make it easier, so that you will just type one line and all these variables, maybe of 500,000 lines, will come in one line. So that is where arrays comes into play. For example, now you have those languages. Okay, let's integrate them only. So we have var. Okay, languages, we won't type 1 2 3 language 1 language 2 language 3 because we are adding in one single line, so it will be is equal to new array because you're declaring a new array. Okay, so the computer doesn't understand. You might understand that this is just an array, but you need to declare in the computer that it's a new array. Now you have these brackets. Sorry, yep. Now you're going to declare all the languages which you have in your mind. You have CSS. Okay, have CSS. You have JS. Let's add more. Just 1 second. C++. Then we have Python. Okay, and now we're gonna add a semicolon to it, and that's it. Now you can add how many ever languages you want on your own. You can try it out. Okay. Now when you tell document.write is equal to, and you give the variable's name. Exactly, here we're going to do the same, but as you're using an array, it has a different style of writing. So for example, document, right, document.write, and in bracket. Okay, now what is the variable's name? It's languages, so we'll give languages. And now let me explain you the main thing of using arrays. So these elements which are there in the arrays basically have a value. Okay, so these values actually, if we normally count them, it will be HTML is 1, CSS 2, 3, 4, 5. But basically when you use all these type of things, you basically start counting from 0, that is the whole numbers. So HTML will be 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, and then goes on. Okay, so it doesn't start from 1. Remember and note it that it starts from 0. So now when you're using the variable, now you want to print the value from the array languages. you want to print the word C++. Okay, so what you'll do now, C++, let's count it. It's 0, 1, 2, 3. So C++ is the third value in the array. So we'll give 3. And this, remember, to declare this 3, you need to have square brackets and write 3 inside that and end it with a semicolon, and that's it. Run. See, we got C++. Now if you alter the values 4, we'll get Python. We got Python. Now if you add 2, you'll get JS. If you add 0, you'll get HTML. Yep. So this is how it works, okay? Now let me tell you that there's another way of writing this, okay? This is the easiest way, okay? But the another way is a bit lengthy, okay? I'll show you how. I'll not erase this. I would rather go down and write something called var names, okay? Var names is equal to new array, similar, okay? And you're gonna give this square brackets and leave it blank for now. I'll tell you what will happen over there. Now, if you want different names, what you will do, you'll do names equal to, sorry, it will be square brackets 0, right? So the 0th value will be, maybe let's keep it Robin, okay? And names, the variable names, first value, okay, it will be, let's keep it Roy, something like that, okay? I have heard these names really a lot, that's why it comes the first place, okay? So 2, let's keep it maybe Mr. Fusion Coder, right? My name, okay? And then names 3, we're gonna give what? We're gonna give, maybe let's give Daniel, okay? And let's give one Indian name, okay? Let's just try giving an Indian name. Um, let's add Rahul. It's an Indian name. It's a really, really common name we use. So now you're done with this, okay? Now you can see it was really, really lengthy, okay? I would say I'll erase this part, okay? I hope you got it, so I'll erase it. You don't need it. Now, take it up. Now, how many values do you think are there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that is the way a computer gets its values, okay, of the elements. But when you are counting, you will count how? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually 5 elements are there. So in this new array, this bracket, I told you we'll leave it blank. Now we'll enter 5, okay? Because you need to enter how many elements are there for your array. Now, if you give document write, for example, okay, document.write, okay, what is the variable name? Names. We have the square bracket and whatever value you need. Let's add Daniel's name, so it will be 3, okay, semicolon, and run. Daniel. See this. Now, if you got Mr. Fusion Coder, now if we give 4, Rahul. Okay, so this is how it works. And let me tell you one thing, okay? One very, very important thing. When you're using this arrays, okay? For example, I'll explain you these. So, one second. Okay, done. Now, I won't write the names again, okay? It will be really, really tiring to write all of them again. So what we will do, alphabets, okay? A, easy. Let's take it easy, okay? Now, B, C, D, okay? We took these many. Oh, sorry, I gave a full stop. Okay. Now, what I will show you is if you give a value larger than the number of elements present in your array, it will not print. It will give unidentified. I mean undefined, sorry. Okay? For example, now documented right, okay? Alphabets. Yep. Alphabets we have one square bracket. Now how many elements? 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. Now instead of 3, if you give 10 or even 4 or even 5, what will happen? Let me give 5. I'll show you what happens. Undefined. So basically, when you give an number, or when you give a number greater than the number of elements present in your array, it gives the result as undefined. Okay, so I hope you understood arrays in like JavaScript, the basics of arrays. This was the basic video, so I hope you liked it. Before that, let's just summarize what we did today. So I'll not write anything. So first of all, we learned what is an array. Okay, then second, what help does array do to us while working with JavaScript or any programming language? Let me tell you that arrays have the same use for every programming language. Okay, so then third, we learned how to like use arrays. Okay, like the normal terms, normal things which we should use, like new array in square bracket we have to add while giving the document right function. Okay, and fourth, we saw another variant of how we can use arrays. Okay, that was the second video I showed you, right? It's a lengthy one. And yes, this was for this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you loved the video because I used my voice this time after having so many requests come to me. So thank you, and do like the video and subscribe for more amazing content like these, and have a nice day. Thank you.